HSN. If you missed our midnight hour, by the way, Chef is here for his 5th anniversary. It's the last today's special of the year for Chef. And you're not here the whole hour.
I know.
I'm not going to say they're giving you time off for good behavior.
No, probably not.
All right, but in the meantime, encore look at our best buy of the day.
Here we go.
All right, are we in love whenever Chef does something new? You really do have to sit up and take notice. And I think tonight is a good example of that. Of course, Chef Ming Tsai is celebrating his 5th anniversary here at HSN. James Beard Award winner. If you love his PBS show, Emmy Award winner. Not only that, he's got a big old brain. And when he does something, he does it differently. Chef is really responsible for changing the landscape of how we cook in America. He really was the person responsible for introducing not only a different type of nonstick, but really a faster, more efficient, cleaner way to cook, and certainly more precise. And that's what we're doing tonight. It really ends up being kind of a buy one, gift one, or a buy one, keep one. And here's what we are doing, and that's why I know he'd love to say hi to you. It is, and you're gonna see great things from Chef, so I'll make this brief, I promise, because he's not here the whole hour. Choose your color of choice. Copper is in the lead. Remember, it's a buy one, gift one. You get both. The red, they're kind of neck and neck, to be perfectly honest with you. Remember, you're getting both. Cook and Look lid, the Grill Master pan, and of course, the new induction range with what I call these great little bumper guards. It's a nice safety feature. And speaking of safety, induction, Chef will describe it, but induction means the pan gets hot, your hand does not. And he'll show you what that means. Great if you've got kids in the kitchen. Purple's actually my favorite. I think it's so fun. White is a rock star tonight. There's, of course, our Blue Dragon Blue. Then, of course, the Jet Black, always an easy choice. And then Chef's recipe cards, $19.99 in your credit card, 625-140. We would love, love, love to say hi to you. In the meantime, again, happy anniversary.
Thank you, Shannon.
Nice to have you here. And Chef, doing induction right was important for you because you'd been using it for years.
I've been using it probably 15 years.
Sure.
But the issue when it was first introduced, the machines were really large. They were north of $1,000.
Wow.
They made this horrible sound. And by the way, 5 years ago, I introduced my first induction burner. The burner itself was $99.
I know. I remember.
Right?
Sure.
So for my 5th anniversary, we said, you know what? Let's give the best value ever. We've redesigned it. It's a very simple,
very sleek,
push. You go on and sear or on and warm, and of course 5-degree increments.
Right.
Very simple to use. And it comes with the pan.
Yeah, comes with the pan.
$99.
And it's $99.
It's the same price. So now you get a free, amazing Technolon Plus pan. I just added these sinks down.
You're using metal utensils.
I'll add metal utensils because this is the midnight steel.
Right.
And you can see that, of course, this pan is crazy hot. But can I just explain how induction works?
Okay, so again, if you're watching at home, just pause for a moment because a lot of people, sometimes we say, oh, induction friendly when we sell cookware, and people might not understand, okay, what's induction?
So, all your pans in your home today, if a magnet sticks to the pan, it's induction ready. It's induction. So cast iron works, all my pans work. This is completely cold and off. So I'm gonna put this on max sear and just add some cool water. So what is happening? When you turn on a light switch, electricity goes through the cable, boom, the light goes on. Here we turn on the electricity, there's 2 copper coils, that produces this magnetic energy, which produces AC, alternating current. That's what's going through those coils. Alternating current has resistance, that's this. And that's the molecules banging each other. So right now, you'll see it's already steaming. See that?
Oh, it is, oh wow.
That's already steaming. That was not even 10 seconds.
No.
It's faster than any burner you have at home. And by the way, the thing I love about this is already steaming. I just want to show you this real quickly. You can touch this.
So wild.
Because I don't conduct, right? I'm not a cyborg, right?
Exactly.
But this does, and I just put it back on. It's still on max sear. And within, I don't know, 15 seconds, you'll see bubbles.
You will.
And within 30 seconds, it's boiling.
But you know what? Okay, so the pan gets hot, your hand does not. But here's what another thing that's interesting to me. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them going.
Yeah.
I'm cool as a cucumber.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it doesn't heat up the whole studio. Which I got to tell you, if I have...
So that's boiling already.
It is. Look at that. There are the bubbles. Maybe your range is like this. Everybody's got one big burner. If I've been cooking on that big burner for a while, shoot, I'm sweating. Because, I mean, it generates a lot of heat, basically.
Look at this steak.
Wow. Wow.
I didn't touch the steak, and I added no oil. Because these ribeyes have so much of natural fat.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But that crust is as good as any steakhouse with a big old broiler.
Without question.
It doesn't matter. You name it. And by the way, there's a lot of great steakhouses down here in Florida.
Of course.
That I'd put up against any of them.
Well, and you know, there's such a sense and badge of honor, of pride when you can do it yourself. And, you know, that's what chef does. I mean, yes, he inspires us, but you really can't do much of what we describe or demonstrate with you unless you have the right products, basically.
Correct.
And I think that's important. This smells
you can
so
braise,
good.
right? So, by the way, the cover's great because there's a little hole. It releases steam so I can still see how this is simmering. And that's a great little simmer. So we cook short ribs. Short ribs take 2.5 hours, right? So we cooked it in a nice simmer, but it's at 130. Okay. And that's the perfect temperature to keep it simmering. But look how soft this is. I mean, literally the bones came out. I mean, here are the bones. It fell off the bones.
My goodness
right? But look,
gracious.
see that? See that? It's falling apart, which I love.
What is that, like a little red wine I can see, or stock? Probably stock and rosemary.
And red wine.
And red wine.
And tomato paste.
Onions,
garlic.
Oh, my God.
And love.
I actually did.
And love.
There was definitely some love.
A lot of HSN love.
I have to tell you, this was, and everything smells great, don't get me wrong, this was the dish that every single person in the makeup room, like if I walk by or through the kitchen, they're like, something's cooking.
What are they making in that kitchen?
Right, I mean, look at that. Look how good that is. That's the power of induction.
I can't.
So can we show you, Tracy, you might help me?
Let's do that. So
can I just do a quick demo?
Yes, in fact,
for those that may not understand or seen induction.
Yes.
Again, ice cold.
Yep.
We're gonna put this on max here. So we have two pans here. One's cut in half. They both started at, well, this pan, the pan's already at 120. Where Tracy's hand is at 72. The pan is already at 180, and her finger is a 1/4 inch away, and you feel no heat, right?
No heat whatsoever.
So now we're still at 72. The pan's already at 250, right? I mean, it keeps going. It's 270, 280, 290, 300. Go, 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 go. Just like that. And then we'll just take a piece of cheese. This cheese, of course, is cold. Both parts of the cheese are 60, 70 degrees, right? The cheese is not going to get hot. But then within, I don't know, 2 seconds, you can start seeing a little sizzle there. So the cheese is starting to melt here. Again, this part, nothing heats up.
It still feels like it's right out of the refrigerator.
I mean, it's still 70 to 69 degrees. But, of course, this cheese, we're now at 350. And we'll keep going. And normally cheese would stick to the pan, but because it's Technology Plus, everything slides off. And that's just the nature of this. But let's go ahead and show you. You know, these steaks here, this is, oh, look at that. These are so ready to go. So I'm gonna pull these steaks off, and I'm gonna show you how you make, look at that color, right? I flipped this literally like 3 minutes ago, right? Let that ride. This is gonna be medium, this is gonna be medium rare. But what I love about this pan is one pan dish. So now we're just gonna make a pan sauce, a little shallot, a little bit of garlic. Using a fork, a metal fork, because again, this midnight steel can take metal. Add a little salt and pepper. And then we're gonna deglaze with just some red wine, some good red wine, right? Make sure it's drinking red wine, not cooking wine, right?
Right.
Cooking wine means it's not good enough to drink, so guess what? That's not good enough to cook.
I think what you're doing right now is one of the things that confuses a lot of home cooks is to make a pan sauce.
Right.
And it's so easy to do once you've got it and you have the right utensils.
So a fork is fine. Now, the great point, Chase. All we have to do now is reduce this by at least 2/3 because you want to get the flavor of the wine, but you don't want all the liquid. And once you do that, once it goes down by 2/3, it's going to be another 20 seconds at most. Then we're going to monter au beurre, which is literally lifting it with butter. It's French for lifting with butter. All right, so now it's about half gone, right? In honor of the Ryder Cup, right? We got Team USA, go USA. That's very important. Now we add, what, 4 or 5 pats of butter. And again, using the fork, we can mix this in, and this gives you this nice viscosity, creamy sauce without, 4 pats of butter. That's not a lot of butter.
Okay, when I hear you using that fork, anyone who's had typical nonstick in America is like, oh, like fingers on a chalkboard, right? I know what's going to happen. No worries. Now, certainly you're not going to, grind things in your pan, but you get the idea. And of course, you're still getting the caramelization, which is fantastic. So less than $20, $19.99. You pick your color of choice. Chef, that is a thing of beauty.
Look at that. This is how I eat my steak, right? I want my steaks nice and rare like this.
I know.
1 steak on the bottom, 1 steak on top.
I have.
This is a double staker.
I can't. I have.
Oh, you had to add some short ribs.
You know I do. You know the only reason I don't have my take-home boxes is because I had such a disaster in my household.
Do you?
Yeah, I know. Not anymore though, because this is like a little love. I'm gonna perk me right up. Okay. I'm sorry, I do have to go in for one more.
He needs a spoon.
There we go.
A big
That's
spoon.
good. So here we go. Now I have this great steak sauce.
Wow, that's good.
And we're just going to put it right on top of this steak. And we're talking about, this is good eating, guys.
Oh, that's good.
Look at this.
Wow,
Shallots, garlic, red wine, butter, done.
Beautiful. You know, I think for a lot of us, kitchen space is really, it's a commodity, it's a priority. So if you're not getting something that's a multitasker, you know what's interesting about this? We get calls all the time where people say, I don't use my regular range. I don't use my regular burner.
Right.
Because when you try this, it kind of becomes, why would I?
Right.
I mean, literally, why would I? Because this works so much better.
Right.
It does.
And people are wondering how this is better than the version 1. A couple things.
Okay, perfect.
The design is so easy, and it's now just simply push on, sear, and that's 500.
Right.
Or warm down to 125.
Okay.
And then, of course, 5-degree increments. You can go anywhere from 125 to 500. You can't do that with a Stoneman
No,
roll.
you can't.
And then, of course, off is off. That's it. But
Wow.
we did this whole chicken to show you that you can roast with this pan. This pan is oven safe.
Right.
100%. So that's why we have this whole chicken.
I know.
And I love it. And by the way, if I was at home, I would break the chicken down. Actually, why don't we just do that? We would break the chicken down and we'd put it right back in the same pan.
You just read my mind, because I love the pan juices like that au jus. But, when they cool off, it kind of loses its effect. I mean, they're still yummy, don't get me wrong. But, we want those yum-yums to be, nice and warm as well.
So here we're going to just take the 2 legs off, right?
Okay.
Like this. So there's 1 leg. Boom. We'll take the second leg. Take the thread off. This is so hot. I will not kid you. This is a hot chicken.
Okay. When I say don't try this at home, that's a Hands of Steel demo right there.
Here's a second.
Might be Midnight Steel, but that's a Hands of Steel demo.
So we'll take this breast off.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a hot chicken.
I know, because I actually tried to do this with a hot rotisserie chicken today, and I'm like, okay, maybe we'll wait.
I would wait.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really hot.
I was going to say, that came right out of the oven.
I was going to say, Chef, if you want to give him that a moment, I know.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. He's like, nah.
You see how chicken?
Asbestos hands.
Can I show you how great that chicken is? I mean, look at that. Boom. Then we
how pretty.
Then we'll take the second breast off. And by the way, you get to save a lot of money when you buy your own chicken raw versus a rotisserie chicken. But the juice is what I'm talking about.
Okay,
you want that juice.
You're
so
gonna hate
good.
what I say next. If you want to snag a man and you can't cook, buy this. Buy a rotisserie chicken, cut it up, put it in the pan, and pretend.
And now this.
They'll never know.
This man would know.
Yeah, you
This
would
man
know.
would know. But then you serve this like this.
Yeah.
On your table.
I'm telling you, Chef, that you're giving me some ideas here. I mean, I think that's brilliant. And the big thing for me, and I think for any home cook or master chef like yourself, if food is not cooked precisely, what's the point? If food is not served at the right temperature, what's the point? So this is a win-win for everybody.
And if you're going to buy 2 ribeyes that cost at least $15 or $20, and you overcook them,
no joke,
and don't get the crust, what a waste.
Yeah. What are you doing? This is
so here's just little sliders.
Yes.
Right. Look at these great little sliders
fun.
with the toasted buns here. And we added no fat. Again, because you don't need fat with Teclan Plus, this is just all the fat you're actually not going to eat.
Right.
Because it cooked off of the burgers, right? This is 80-20. meat, so it definitely has fat. You want fat for flavor.
Sure, of course.
But 6 sliders, no problem, because this pan is 12-inch diameter.
Yeah.
You can do so much in it.
You could. Hey, notice though, no worries about any, cheese in the pan, because that also would wipe right out. I mean, you don't have to think twice of it.
So this of course is fat, so you got to be careful with fat. But I just want to show you how easy it is to clean this. So that's it.
Isn't that fantastic?
So now we're done.
Oh, hey, one quick question. I'll pose it as a question. The
Like
exterior is also easy to clean, though, too, Chef, right? Like
the Teflon Plus is on the outside, too. And by the way, I love the
pretty,
color.
Isn't it?
Right.
Hey, Mark, I don't need to walk all the way. Oh, wait, we got to show what you're doing first. Okay.
So this is just, again, I don't add any fat, because there's a great fat cap on a lamb rack. So we're just going to put this in and just let this go. And this will take probably 15 minutes all in, right. and it's okay to cover, because then it emulates roasting.
It does. Hey, by the way, it's kind of your 10-minute warning. Now remember, Chef is actually gonna get a little sleep before he's back in the morning. I'll be doing some other great home ideas as Chef hopefully gets a little shut-eye. Red is in the lead at this point. Remember, you are getting both. Copper is not that far behind. Actually, Copper was in the lead when we first started our show. Purple, I love that purple. I love red, but there's something about that purple that just makes my jaw drop. The white diamond, always spectacular. Of course, Chef is famous for blue ginger and so many things. There's that beautiful imperial blue, the black, and then of course you do get a number of great recipe cards included as well. Chef, I know I always like you to ask to speak to this just in case people missed it last hour. The famous tempura batter, right?
Yeah, this is beer tempura. You don't have to use beer, although I like the flavor of beer.
Right.
You can
use, because you have used club soda before.
You can use club soda, 100%. Yeah. But you want this nice consistency of a pancake batter.
And rice flour, just flour. And you say a pancake batter?
Pancake batter, yeah, nice and loose, right? It's a little bit looser, but that's okay. So again, the other great thing about this induction burner, 350.
350.
That's the temperature I want. And guess what? It's going to stay at 350. So when you put something in, you see that sizzle? Yeah. You want to hear that sizzle all the time.
Beautiful.
So because the pan conducts so well, it'll stay at 350. And because the induction burner is so great, it stays at 350. Nothing is worse than if you add this much stuff to your pan and it's frying, and then you lose this sizzle, this bubbling. This means it's still hot everywhere. To the sides, it's still hot.
Can I be honest,
it's still 350.
I would do that at a party. I mean, people would get excited about that. You're not going to show off your deep fryer, right? It's not that pretty generally.
Right.
I mean, this is pretty. You do like a little tempura at the table, people kind of lose their minds.
And it's only less than an inch of oil. Right, because this wall of scallion floats, right? With this great shrimp right here. Take this off.
Oh, look at that.
Get this nice and GB and D.
How long do you usually give that, out of curiosity?
Say again?
How long do you usually let that fry? Just
oh my gosh.
A couple minutes?
4 minutes max.
4 minutes
and you'll see once we drain it, there's going to be no fat on it because it flash frying.
Right.
When you flash with high heat and it never stops braising itself, if the temperature stays hot, you get this great, fantastic, crunchy.
Look at that already.
Right? Look at that, right?
But you know what? You're not left with $20 worth of oil, in that big drum or canister, the stock pot, and then you got to figure out, oh, what in the world am I going to do with this? I'm certainly going to leave this sitting around my kitchen. So it's not only efficient, even frying looks prettier with this. And you can see how crispy that is. By the way, speaking of crispy, you can probably hear that's lamb, right? Or a little rack of lamb.
That is definitely lamb.
So you can hear that sizzle, that beautiful sizzle. Honest to goodness, I mean, that's gorgeous. Wow. I mean, wow. Look at that.
And that was 3 minutes, right? And now, because these pans are oven ready and oven safe, that can go right into the oven.
It could, absolutely.
Or actually, it will.
Right, and I love the idea. Shoot, I probably should have kept at least the plated chicken out here just to remind everybody, just because I think it was, oh, you know what, I'm gonna grab it. Can I do that real quick, Matt? Just because this is maybe my favorite idea. You work so hard on presentation, and then by the time you get it to the table, it might not be where you want it in terms of the temperature. Now every meal is not only perfect thanks to Chef Ming, but you can keep it at the proper temperature even after it's cooked. So I guess my whole point is, we've been talking about precise temperature while cooking.
Right.
It can keep your food at, you know, the warm or the, you know, the servable temperature after you're done cooking as well. So yeah, we're fine.
125. We actually have a preset that's warm, and it'll keep chili going really slowly.
I think that's brilliant. Eric, I'm taking all your room here. I'm sorry.
Good.
It's
No
just
worries.
like, so if you want it, I definitely recommend. What did you put in there, by the way, Chef?
These are for you, mozzarella sticks.
A man after my own heart. I love it.
But this is key. I want to show you the great nonstick properties of this pan. So here we're going to go max sear.
Right.
Again, this pan was cold.
Right, which is crazy.
And in about 3 or 4 seconds, I can't touch it.
Wow.
It's too hot. So.
Wow. Nice.
Beautiful salmon.
Yeah.
And when you buy salmon in a store like this, you're spending, I don't know, $10 a piece or something.
Easily.
No fat. You don't need fat. And the pan was, you know, so when you cook fish, usually you heat the pan, you add your fat, the fat kind of glistens in like an ice cream ring, then you add your fish, and then it won't stick. But it's the training that I did for years in France. Here, it wasn't even sizzling. That pan was actually not even hot enough.
You're right.
But look what happens. The salmon just moves.
Funny?
Nothing sticks.
Every home chef has heard this before. Don't put your fish in a cold pan. You know, don't shop for groceries on an empty stomach.
Well, that's true. No, that's true. That's really true.
What is this true?
That's really bad.
And don't put your fish in a cold pan.
$300. You went for cauliflower. It's $300.
It's true.
So asparagus, no fat, just lemon juice.
Isn't that awesome?
And salt. And then we have the cover because I want the salmon to cook. They're going to cook this through. The cover comes with. It's awesome with the hole, so I can still see it.
Yeah.
And that salmon in 8 minutes. I'm going to flip it in 5 minutes.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
I mean, beautiful. I guess the big thing for me is there are no gotcha moments. You know what I mean? So often, especially in kitchen, just because I own so many things in the kitchen, and you look at it and go like, okay, it does this, but it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. I mean, there's usually a longer list of don'ts than do's.
Right.
This, it's all do. Do serve, do roast, do braise, do poach, do chocolate, as one of our Facebook livers was talking about. Do Rice Krispie treats. Do grilled cheese.
Do grilled cheese, right? So here's a great, I don't know if we're still selling these covers, but they work so good with grilled cheese.
Let's see if that's in my show.
Right? So here we have a sourdough, and here we have a whole wheat. I mean, that's a grilled cheese. Look at that. And you could do 4 normal small grilled cheeses. Here we did 2 extra grandes.
Okay. Hey, by the way, you can go to hsn.com. I apologize. You know, we're trying to go to a paperless society here at HSN, and so...
How's it going?
We don't have everything printed. Chef has available. This is my second page. So I'm sure it's on hsn.com.
But you're supposed to memorize all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So could we go to talk about chocolate?
Let's do it.
Because we've done high sear 500 and now all the way down to 125. The perfect temperature to do chocolate ganache.
Yes.
Ganache is cream and chocolate. The best chocolate you can possibly get. This is like $20 of 70% cacao chocolate, French chocolate. And all we did is put cream and chocolate. You don't touch it. You let it go for about 20 minutes, and then you stir it, and then you have this. And what I love, especially with little kids, is they can come, they can touch all the way around here.
Yeah.
They'll never burn themselves. Ever, because this isn't hot. This is barely warm.
It is.
Barely warm because this pan heated it. But if you're worried about your 5- and 6-year-old kids dipping chocolate all day long, you don't have to.
You don't. In fact, I remember now, it was Tammy on Facebook. She's like, I can do my chocolate, yay. Remember the days of the double burner girls, right?
Yes.
And fighting with it. I know. And I hated it. Hated it.
We all did.
We did.
We all did.
That's why I say there are no gotcha moments with this. You know what's so funny? You laugh about this, Chef. There's even a local restaurant that still does fondue. I at one point actually bought a fondue maker for like, it was almost $100. I think I used it once, and I guess case in point. Do fondue.
Do fondue. And by the way, and savory fondue is just as good. So I use the large, the 6 to 8 quart that also fits here. For fire pot, huoguo in Chinese.
That's exactly
and shabu shabu is what we call it in Japan. It's the hot broth. You're dipping your shrimp and your meat and stuff. It's the best way to eat in the winter. It's so good. And then of course, if you go olediu, you could have the Swiss chocolate fondue,
that was
too.
pretty good.
No, thank you. I've been practicing that.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, you know, you've heard the voice?
Hands of steel, and he can
the
yodel.
The voice, I'm going to go.
I mean, I'm telling you, you know, things you didn't know about Chef
should
Ming.
not have done that. But cheese fondue also burns.
Yeah,
if it gets
true.
too hot, it breaks, and you can't bring it back. You can't just add flour to it. It's broken, it's grease, it's done.
In fact,
the temperature matters.
Can I ask, is that pan part of a set, or is that going to be available later today? This hammer,
That's a great question.
I think we have it on Saturday.
Oh, well, there you go.
The chef's back for an encore on Saturday.
Thanks for putting in my show.
It's early morning. You probably won't see us.
Yeah, I
Miss it, baby.
won't. Unless something else breaks in my house. Okay.
So again, you can hear how this pan sizzles. Duck breast, one of my favorite things in the world. I add no fat.
None.
Because duck breasts have a ton of fat.
Yeah.
And this is gonna go till it's GB&D, golden brown delicious. It'll take about 6 to 7 minutes. All that fat's gonna go everywhere.
Okay.
We add our smashed potatoes.
Right.
Cook those up. The potatoes are as good as anything
and start
else.
with the fat down. I would imagine for flavor when you flip it over, right?
100%. Oh yeah. It's the duck cooking in its own fat.
Right.
It's the best way to cook duck.
All right, good tip.
100%.
Do we have time to show, Matt, what would you like to do? Do you want to do the cheese demo one more time? Okay, because
Sure.
we've only got like 2 minutes
Chase,
left.
do you mind?
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay, so we have this half pan. We have cheese. We're going to turn on max sear. So both start at the same temp, 80 degrees. This pan's already at 100.
Right.
For Tracy's fingers, Tracy, by the way, is 84. But the glass is 81.
Yeah.
The pan is already at 190, 200, 220, right? And right here where Tracy's fingers, you don't feel anything, right?
No, not at all.
There's nothing. There's no heat.
None.
So we're at 280, 290, we're at 300, and the glass is still at 82.5, 82.9. It has not. We're at 320. So now you can add the cheese. Of course, the cheese is cold everywhere. Cheese is 68, 69 degrees. The cheese isn't really going to heat up, but within a second, you're going to start seeing a little bit of sizzling, like right there, a little bit of melting cheese. This cheese here is still 67, 68 degrees, right? But now this cheese is starting to melt, and usually the cheese will stick to the pan, but because it's Teflon Plus, nothing sticks. But that's incredible. And then right here, you can touch.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
No.
No heat.
Hey, I just want to point out, that was not a Chef Ming pan. So you know how was it? No. Oh, it was? Oh.
Yes, it was.
Again, no sleep for 4 days. Hallucinatory moments.
It was not a Wolfgang Pucker Curtis Stone pan. Thank you very much. It was a Chef Ming pan.
We do cut our own pans in half.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts me to cut the pans in half, to be honest. It hurts me to do that.
Lord.
It's okay.
All right. Do I hear a blooper reel in my future?
Yeah.
Oh, chef.
So
I mean, come on. That looks like a magazine.
So
seriously.
again, just like we did the chicken, here we have, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, just keep warm. And this lamb roasted in the oven.
Right.
It's roasted enough, right, Eric?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So now we'll just cut some great double lamb chops.
Okay.
I mean, look at that.
Awesome.
I like
Beautiful.
doubles, and then we'll put it back in the pan.
Yeah.
So you can just present
juices. Yeah,
right?
Beautiful presentation. Hey, we see you there. We've got your color if you're calling tonight. Can't promise what's going to happen later on in the day. Less than $20 on your credit card to get it at home. So, Chef, when are you going to be back? What time?
Tomorrow morning.
All right.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. All right.
10 o'clock.
Thank you. A fun show as always. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you and congratulations,
Thank
Chef.
you. Thanks for watching all.
Home Solutions up next.
I grew up always dreaming and wanting to create things.
I see something and I see that we can make it better.
One day, the light bulb just went off. Nobody has this. They're waiting for me to invent it.
Next thing you know, you're on HSN and the whole world's hearing about it.
It just sold out.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
HSN celebrates the dreamers, inventors, and entrepreneurs who follow their hearts, helping American dreams come true.
Being here today proves anything is possible.
Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
You know, sometimes I like to make some kind of segue to the next series of products, and creative though I may be, I couldn't quite come up with something. I mean, so Craig is here. Actually, we're starting a home solutions section, and this actually, like you said, Craig, is everybody loves this item. It sells like wildfire. It has sold out on the Monday Night Show. It's sold out every single time that it's been here at HSN. You, my friend, have 4-pay flex pay for this hour.
Wow.
For this hour, which makes it $4.99 in your credit card. And when you were showing this to me earlier, I think it's interesting because I'm actually going to a hotel, to a local event tomorrow. I have actually had people enter my room while I was in it. I need this.
A lot of us have.
We have.
And the thing is, your security bar that you want for your windows and your doors and your sliders is in my hand.
It really is.
Everything that you need is right here. And there's 3 major key points that you're gonna love that I wanna show you.
Okay.
The first thing is when I wanna lock that door, that's it. See how quick and simple that is?
Okay, that's
But I have
crazy.
it pre-adjusted. That's the beauty about it. That's gonna hold 350 pounds. Now I'm gonna kneel down, I'm gonna show you these key points because a lot of people wanted to say, hey, what are the key points on this? First of all, this top part, you've got that U-shaped yoke right there. That is fantastic.
It is.
Because it locks under that door, under that knob, because if you've got a knob like this, or you've got a lever, or something fancy, you don't want to get damaged or scratched, this design's right underneath
Isn't that genius? Hey, by the way, the white that Craig is demonstrating is the most limited. We've got 2 other colors that we're gonna show off in a moment, but we've all done those homemade tricks. I don't know if you've seen The Big Lebowski or not, but remember when the dude, because he abides, he puts the door underneath the door handle to try to keep, you know, the carpet people out, and he put it the wrong way, they opened the door anyway. You get the point. I mean, first of all, that's not an effective solution. And you told me this, it adjusts to height. When you use this, nobody's getting in there, but then you can also use it on your sliders or on your windows too.
Yeah, because, you know, guys, you know me. I've been here at HSN a while now. I'm in the trades, and when I'm actually on the job site, we do have the lock doors as well. And you can see they're fully adjustable because every slider, every door, they're all different.
They are.
Your bathroom door, your kitchen door, your downstairs, your basement, slider out to the pool or out to the patio. They're all different lengths, and we used to take certain things that we would try and make fit, but it just, this is a simple way. That was how my dad used to do it. But here's that full adjustable. It's adjustable all the way down here, so you have this little button right here, and all you do is push that button, and it locks in place. So it goes all the way down, locks in place, which is fantastic. But here's another key point that I want to show you. I'm going to flip this up. Rubber mold, 360 degree, non-skid technology. This is protecting your floor, it's protecting your tile. So if you've got carpet, like you're in a hotel or you've got a basement where you've got cement board or you've got tile, you've got wood flooring, it's not gonna slide. That's what you want. This is the 3rd key point that makes this so valuable.
It absolutely
and it adds that extra security, simple and easy.
So, Craig, I love that, and then we'll show you colors live in a moment. But so you've got an area rug. See, now this is
actually here's the rug here.
Yeah, so a rug, but I've got hardwood floors. Those are kind of slick. You know?
Here's the flooring right here. That's the beauty about it, is you need that non-skid base right there. And this is smooth, right? Lock it in place. Check out this.
Nice.
That's not gonna slide. It's not gonna move it, it's not gonna mar it. That's the beauty, and you've got tile. I got tile in the entryway, but yet I've got wood floor downstairs. See, you can just switch it out.
You can.
And you can put a little mark here, you can lock it in place. But here's really what's cool about this. Check out this. This little pin right here.
Yeah.
Pull it out, take that off. I'm gonna stand up, and now you can put it into sliders, you can put it in the door, you got the little button right here, like, look at this.
Fully adjustable. You know what, Craig, I'm just gonna show colors live for just a moment. And Rob, are we calling this bronze or copper in the system? Oh, we are. See, sometimes we get a little creative, but we are calling it bronze tonight. Is it pewter? Oh, silver. See, we got a little fancier. Okay, silver, and then of course that classic white, which is the most limited. This is the only planned airing of the day. It's a flex pay that is for this hour and this hour only. $4.99 on your credit card, 589028. It has always sold like wildfire. It's sold like hotcakes every time you've brought
And those
purchases.
three colors are designed really for that.
They are.
You know, decorative, because you want to add that extra security, but you don't want it to stand out.
Right.
So if you're like me, you've got white doors, you choose the white one, right?
Yeah.
If you've got the silver one for the silver frames, if you've got some of those older doors and older windows in the home, you go with the pewter color. So that's how it can blend in. But if you really want someone to see it, you get the dark color and get against the white door. So someone comes around, looks in, you've got that added security. But think about the dorm rooms, think about the hotels, think about the carpet, think about the tile. Everywhere that you want to add that extra security, it's right there.
It is.
And it's fully adjustable. So
it absolutely is. But you know what, and you're gonna laugh at me because so many of our stylists do freelance work as well. A lot of times, whether you are a makeup artist, a photo stylist, your kids are, you know, away at school, you're forced to change clothes, etc. Sometimes in a room that has a door but doesn't have a lock. And that can create some awkward moments, you know, depending on if it's high traffic area, because, you know, life goes on. If it's, you know, it could be as simple as, you know, a nativity or a school play or pageant, and, you know, you got to change where you got to change. There's a lot of stuff going on, or a charity event, or if you are a makeup artist, if you are a stylist on the set, again, sometimes, you know, you have to do what you need to do, and sometimes you're staying or sleeping. Maybe a room that has the inflatable bed doesn't have a lock on that door. A lot of times that happens.
Yeah, and like my parents, you know, they just came over here to the States from New Zealand. They put these, did about 20 of these, and they put them everywhere. They locked every door, but they're my brothers in Tornado Alley in Oklahoma.
Oh, yes.
So he puts it on the sheds, he puts it on his doors. Anywhere you want to add that extra value.
Yes.
I have this at the pool door as well because I don't want the kids getting out. So it can stop people from getting out.
Yes, actually.
And coming in.
Do you know what? That's a good point. Now, you're going to laugh at this, but the handles that I have in my house, they're the kind that we have in the makeup room. They kind of go like this. They got
the
like
big levers,
a little lip. There are a lot of dogs who know how to, like, you know, depending on how the door opens, you know, to find a way, they find a way. Or for that matter, a toddler. And if you've got one of those door handles that just flips down, guess what? That's easy for them to access. Or here in Florida, of course, we worry about the sliders. And sadly, you do hear about some of the young ones who got out in the patio area where the pool was and the parent didn't know. And, you know, sometimes accidents do happen. So remember, the white is almost gone. This is Craig's only airing of the day. The reason, if you haven't seen it yet, it's because it sells out every time that it's been here. I mean, and I think it's because there's really nothing else like it. I mean,
no, there isn't. And the fact is, people just saw it putting in a suitcase. You know, you can travel with it as well. So you can pull it apart, take it traveling, you can take it anywhere you want. But the fact that this is it. This is your 350 pounds of security in your hand right here.
Yes.
You've got your top that is going to fit on any type of door lever. So you've got a decorative one, you've got a flat one, you've got a round one, any type, it doesn't matter. Fully adjustable, and the fact that you can put it onto any type of flooring and it's going to hold that against any type of skid or marring, which is perfect.
It absolutely
And you can put a little mark right here and preset it.
I know.
So, okay, I want to have this on this little mark over here. That's the bathroom door downstairs. That's the basement upstairs, and then that's the front door. And you can just apply it quickly from the closet, straight done.
It's so easy, because, you know, sometimes when, you know, we see different home solutions in particular, I'm all thumbs when it comes to putting, installing, or doing. This anybody can do. Simple, easy, effective, portable. So yes, throw it in the trunk if you're a traveling salesperson. Maybe throw it in a trunk if you're a real estate agent, and maybe there are certain rooms or things, you know, you just, you know, don't want people to access, or, you know, what have you. There are a million different uses. At least get one, and you might even want to consider more than one. It's a nice thing to have at the ready, because I can tell you for a fact, I don't care whether it's an organized event and people are changing someplace, whether you're doing, you know, sales, whether it's real estate sales, or you just, I told Craig the story before we got on the air. The last time I was in Vegas, someone did access my room while I was in in it. Now, not only was it a scary thing, the good news is I was clothed, but it was my room. That may have not been the case. And quite frankly, now it turned out to be a safe situation for me, thank goodness, but it made me think, what if that wasn't somebody who was supposed to be able to access the room, you know? It's, you know, a lot can happen, basically.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm in a hotel room, if I'm changing, I'm always got my headphones on.
Right, oh, that's true.
I'm always
Yep,
listening,
you're right.
or I'm always reading a book,
Yes.
or listening to an audio book or something like that.
Yep.
So I don't typically know my surroundings sometimes.
Yes, I know.
It's just the added security, because right now I have 2 doors at the house that this is on when I get home.
Yes.
I mean, it's 1 o'clock here. My wife's at home with the 2 little boys.
Yeah.
And they get up and they like to run around the house,
Right.
and do their little walking. I've got that added security.
You absolutely do.
And then there's the one door that I go in, I set off my, you know, take off my little alarm, and I'm all sorted. But adding that extra security, so what people love about this, and I get a lot of comments, is that it's the perfect gift for anyone.
It really is. I mean,
you can't go wrong when you add that extra security.
Because it's added security. My sister-in-law, they had a situation where somebody broke into their house and she was home alone, and they live on a farm. And I'll tell you what, it scared the dickens out of her, and she's never really quite been the same when my brother Ryan isn't home. And just having this easy and at the ready, and you can do it. And Craig, you were saying too, like 300 pounds of pressure. I mean,
350 pounds.
350 pounds of pressure.
I'm gonna lock this in place. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's not.
That's a big football player.
Yeah, it's not
putting him in the window and the door.
Anywhere. And it's so funny. I love that movie, As Good as It Gets. Remember the scene where Jack Nicholson? It's like the lock, the lock, the lock, the lock, the lock, the lock. You know, and you don't need to do that, Jack. What you do need is what we've got here for you. Of course, white is the most limited, fewer than 200. That flex pay is for this hour and this hour only at $4.99. You will not see Craig on the air with this for the rest of today, but I can say you're gonna feel better. You are. You're gonna feel better having this. And Nicole in Washington would agree. Hey, Nicole, it's Craig and Shannon. Welcome to HSN.
Well, good morning to both of you.
Well, thank you, Nicole. So tell me, what do you think of this product? I'd love to get your opinion and feedback on it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm very grateful to see this on television because I've never seen another one anywhere in the stores.
Sure.
I bought one about 40 years ago.
Wow.
And I love it. Every time my husband and I would travel, it went with us.
Yes.
So I'm excited to finally get my hands on a second one.
Yeah.
The thing is fantastic. Anybody who doesn't have one needs to get one.
Yeah. I agree. And Nicole, whether your husband is with you or not, I bet you just feel better knowing it's there. It just gives you a sense of peace of mind, right?
Oh, yeah. When you're in a hotel, you know, it's perfect because you know that door's not going to come open.
Yes.
Especially the dorm rooms. Think about the dorm rooms. Think about people having their accommodation on the bases on the lower level.
Absolutely.
You've got the windows. You got the sliders. I like to stay on the basement because I like to get in and out of the hotels really quick.
Right. Exactly.
But I want that extra added security, right?
Nicole, lovely to have you here. I'm so glad that we could help you out. I hope you and your husband stay safe and enjoy it. And thank you for stopping by HSN tonight.
Oh, thank you very, very much. And thanks for having it. I was excited to see.
Thank you.
It's going to be nice to have 2 of them. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nicole. Take good care.
And remember the colors too, right? Because you've got the different colors, and it was designed for the white and the silver for the different colors of your doors.
Everybody likes that white, so it is last call on that white. And then, of course, we've got that beautiful bronze and then the silver. So it's your choice. It's absolutely your choice. 589028, less than $5 on your credit card. And Craig, once more, you've got about 20 seconds. It literally, you can adjust it. Goes right underneath that door handle.
And 350 pounds, no one's coming through that door.
No. It's brilliant.
Simple.
So Craig, I know you don't have this today. Do you have anything else? Are you coming back for something else today?
No, I think we did pretty well with the culture the other day.
Yes, we did.
I love bringing home improvements to you guys here at HSN too.
Yes, well, we love having you here. Thank you for coming in for me.
I love working with you.
You know I love working with you too. Well, all right, now we're gonna take care of dust mites next.
Our Happy Place cleaning products
are made with plant-based ingredients,
which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
And it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
How you doing, BFF?
How are you doing, home BFF?
Good to see you.
How are you? I'm your clean home BFF today.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Alexandra Baker is back with us, and not only a customer pick, this is just back in stock at $169.95. It's not only a customer pick, it zaps, shakes, vibrates, sucks and kills the things we don't want in our home. And we're not talking about in-laws, folks. You know, we're talking about those little critters who like to munch and bite, and they think our skin's a buffet.
Yeah,
it ain't fair, right?
Yeah, no. It's totally not fair. What you're watching me do is I am passing the rake cup back and forth because you know what I'm doing? I'm cleaning the unseen. What do I mean by that? Clean the unseen.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what rake cup says. Clean the unseen. Here, let me just show you the dust cup. Look at all of this. Ugh.
Oh, boy.
Look at that.
Oh, dear.
You know?
Oh, dear.
You know, I have learned so much while working on this product. I cannot
do you
go
know
to
what?
a
You know what's so
hotel
funny? My
without
nose is
doing
starting
this.
to itch already.
Yeah, really? Okay.
No, I'm serious. You open that up and I'm like, oh my gosh, my
You
nose is
see
starting
that?
to itch.
So we are removing the dust mites that are inside of this mattress. And it doesn't matter if you're doing this on the mattress the day that you actually strip the bed, because you can follow me right over here.
Okay.
And I can do this also on the part of the mattress and the bed that's already been made. So it doesn't have to be such a big production.
No.
I'm able to get to the pillows. It is perfectly calibrated so that it is still sucking out the dust mites, their fecal matter, their unhatched eggs, their carcasses. Those are the dust mites that are really a culprit for you if you suffer from allergies. This is the solution that you have been waiting for. This is Rake Up. This is like nothing you've ever seen before. What you're seeing right now in the bed are 10 million dust mites. The EPA estimates 10 million dust mites. They are translucent. We cannot see them. They are smaller than a louse. Like I said, like lice, okay?
Yes.
They are not the same family, but they are smaller, you can't see them. They feed off of our dead skin cells that are shedding from our body. So Rake Up comes in, it has a UVC light, a very strong UV light, and that UV light is like paralyzing them, changing their DNA, because they are in your mattress no matter how clean your home is. This is not an option. If you're waking up with itchy eyes, if you're waking up with scratchy skin, you know, you're uncomfortable in the morning, your eyes are swollen. They have determined that more than 90%, probably 99% of most allergies are caused by dust mites that are inevitably in your bed and other upholstered fabrics in your home. So the Rake Up uses the UV light to alter their DNA and to harm them, and also to alter the DNA of their unhatched eggs. Did you hear what I'm saying? They're in your bed. And then it uses vibration. And there's a little bit of vibration so that their little claws that are on their bodies can be released from the fibers. This is really getting to the root of the problem, and then the correct amount of suction, because the suction has to be able to suck them out, pull them out of the mattress. You can see that UVC light there, stopping them right there, and pulling them out of the mattress so that when you go to sleep at night, when you get into your bed, you have really deep cleaned.
You do, and you know, it's not a matter of not cleaning your house, or, you know, when's the last time you washed your sheets. They're gonna get there. You know what I mean? It's just, it's kind of like death and taxes. It's pretty much an absolute in life. And when you see that video, I think it really hits home if you are an allergy sufferer, it really is no joke. When I said my nose started to itch as soon as Alexandra took that dust cup out, I actually saw you present this with Connie Craig Carroll once, and honestly, it made me laugh because I was watching at home. She got as excited about this as she gets about football, and my girl gets excited about football, and because Connie will tell you she's allergic to everything but air.
I'll tell you.
And she does. She has terrible allergies. Little Buzz has allergies. She's got asthma. I've got asthma. I've got allergies. And you know, this is attacking what is irritating us in a way that no other product does.
Absolutely. I just love that it's really getting them out of the mattress. But you know, I want to show you, it's calibrated just right, because if this was like a really high suction vacuum, all of these beads would be taken into the unit. And you're doing more damage if you're using one of these high-powered vacuums on your ordinary bed. Not only you would not be able to do it when the bed is made, because it would want to suck all of the textiles that are on your bed, but it's calibrated just right so that it gets right into that HEPA filter. The HEPA filter, so that it's not taking those airborne items and throwing them back up into the air again. So you receive your HEPA filter goes right here on the bottom of the unit, and you'll change this every couple of years. This is going to be able to pull microns and organisms as small as 0.03. One strand of hair is 100 microns, 0.03, tiny, tiny. But then you have that larger dust cup, and this is really the big deal. So you pass your rake cup, and this is going to fill up with dirt and debris so quickly that I sure hope you're not eating a snack right now, because it's not very appetizing. I travel quite a bit. I'm back and forth from Fort Lauderdale to St. Petersburg, and I stay in the hotel from time to time. I take my own rake cup. I have a separate unit that I keep in my car, and I pass that in the hotel. You will never sleep in a hotel without thinking about your home BFF, Alexandra Baker, and going, maybe I should have put that rake up in my car. Now, the traditional way, you see this plastic? You know what you're doing? You are suffocating them. So now you're sleeping on a pillow. This is fine if you're traveling, but all of the carcass and the unhatched eggs and the fecal matter are still in there, but you're sleeping on them. They maybe can't penetrate you, but they are in there. So this is not the answer. Now, the UVC ray, when you plug this in, you put your finger on it for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and then, you see this light? Look at this large 6-inch UVC light. That is the first line that is actually doing harm to them. Now, you might say, oh, Alexandra, I've got one of these wands.
Well, good luck.
Wait, look at the size. This is fine for my cell phone, if I'm cleaning my cell phone, but I'm supposed to take this one little wand and pass this all over my bed. Okay, so now I've altered the DNA. They are still in the mattress.
They're still there, you're right.
So that is why Rake Up is truly the solution that you've been looking for to make you feel better and to get to the problem for you and your family. Look at those dust mites in the bed. 10 million. Environmental Protection Agency estimates 10 million just in your mattress. Wow. Okay? Look at them moving around. You know in the middle of the night. You have felt something and you're like, what was that? It was probably a dust mite. It was probably a dust mite feeding off of your shedding dead skin cells. This comes in, the light is passing, and then you have the vibration going on. Let me show you that vibration happening. This sells out every time we share this with you.
It does. Oh, look at that.
Do you see the water dancing? Wait.
Oh, how wild. Oh, that's cool.
These pads, look at that. It's like vibration. So truly, there's no other item that really is a three-pronged approach.
It's true. Hey, Rob, can we check? Is there a way to check and see if this is on again later today? Okay, because there are only 800, and the thing is, Alexandra's right. It sells out every single time that it's here. Now, what we're doing, I have to say, you can wash your sheets, can't wash your mattress, can't wash your recliner.
Oh, this is the one that shows the light. Look at this.
Can't wash your armchair. No. Right?
No.
So they're going to live there.
You want to be able to pass your rake up and see what else are you going to do when you have your decorator pillows. You cannot wash these pillows. Nope. This way you can get right to the rake up. You can get right to the rake up. You can actually go in there and pass your rake up. You can now do all of the upholstery. Fantastic. You can clean. What else how else are you cleaning your chairs? How else are you bringing relief to your family for all of your family members and just passing this all over.
I know.
It's very lightweight, weighs about 6 pounds. And you just pass this almost like an iron in order to get those items out.
You do.
I do this. People say, Alexander, how often do you do this? Because we have a dog who loves to sit on the bed. Yes. And I say we pass this maybe 3 nights a week, and it only takes a couple of minutes.
Right.
Watch the vibration, how it's shaking. People say, well, my house is so clean. I change the bed all the time. Did I mention the hotel? When I walk into the hotel, there are fresh, commercially cleaned, this is commercial cleaning, commercially cleaned sheets on the bed, pristine, it's perfect. And I take the rake up and I pass it on the bed, and within about 45 seconds, I open the dust cup, I pull this out, I take pictures.
That freaks me out, you know that.
And it fills up. A couple of weeks ago, I did this, and I could see in the filter what appeared to be almost like a microscopic size bed bug.
Wow.
Like I must have caught it like tiny.
Wow.
I kind of know it was.
Actually, Alexandra, I'm glad you mentioned that, because how do I clean those filters? Do I tap them off? Or
No. You're going to receive.
Now I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
You have 2 filters. Remember, the HEPA filter, you don't worry about it. Just leave that in the bottom. Every other year, you're going to change it.
Okay.
As soon as this is filled, I take it over to the sink, and I just use I run it under some water, and I just, pass my finger back and forth.
Rub it. Okay.
I just used to, and sometimes we even have a brush, but I prefer just my finger, clean it inside and out, and I just let it dry on a paper towel, and it dries pretty quickly.
So just wash it off.
Yeah, just wash it.
Rinse
you can
it off.
rinse the whole cup and then rinse that back.
Gotcha. Nice. So this is the only scheduled airing for the day. Rob, I came up with a segue. Our security bar, which is almost sold out, gives you peace of mind.
Yes.
Oh, honey. You want peace of mind when you're staying in a hotel.
I'm not in a hotel with that one.
Alexandra's like, I'm not staying in a hotel. So honestly, great peace of mind, not only for your own personal comfort, but we've all had those little Itchy and Scratchy is not just a cartoon. No. It's if you have very sensitive skin like I do, and maybe you are staying somewhere that, people have not really maintained the environment. The truth is, no matter how well you clean or launder something, those little guys, they propagate. They find a way to find you. They find a way to find your home. Then,
This is the dog bed.
Yeah, boy, and you're not throwing that in the washer either.
Well, you can. Sometimes you do want to throw it in the washer, but guess what? As soon as Queen Elizabeth, my precious dog, who I love so much, look how fast that's filling up. Yeah. As soon as Queen Elizabeth, who maybe was just outside a few moments ago, remember, her little paws now have dander. You ever ask yourself, what is dander? Dander is dandruff on a dog, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of dirt on their paws, and dirt have a lot of germs and bacteria. That UVC light, and the reason why I say C is because C is a particularly strong spectrum that really does some harm and damage right away. Right. And so as soon as her paws touch my bed, bacteria, dander, okay, allergens. So this is going to kill 99% of the bacteria, the viruses, the E. coli viruses. If somebody in your home is coming down with a cold or is getting sick, this is going to help really be one more item that is going to bring you peace. It's just going to help you feel better. I've been married to my husband for 16 years in December. So we've been together almost 17 years. Wow. And he always, he always had, hey Troy, he's always had this hacking cough.
Right.
I don't remember the last time I heard that man do this cough.
Isn't
I
that
cannot, and I'm not
funny?
making a medical claim. I am just saying that since bringing in Ray Cop, I just feel like there's less coughing.
Sure.
There's less people feeling uncomfortable or waking up with anything itchy or scratchy. Doesn't matter if you strip your bed and you want to feel like you get to the mattress. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you want to, look at this, look at the fringe. I'm going to go right on top of it.
That's
not
impressive.
a problem, okay? You see that fringe? So it's not a production. Right. It is not a big deal to hit the bed just a couple of times. Even if you said, Alexandra, I am just going to take my Ray Cop and make sure I get my pillows where my face is every night. I'm just going to turn it over and get the other side. Ooh, look at this little debris.
Oh,
see,
it
gets the larger debris, nice and easy. Look at this. It gets the larger debris. And then it also picks up the things that you cannot see.
Yeah, done and done.
I'm gonna wrap it up with this. You just took a shower. You're exhausted. You took a hot shower. You put on your Concierge Collection pajamas, your Jeffrey Banks robe. You feel so good. You slip into that bed. You think you're alone? You have 10 million guests that are in there. Raycop is going to be the solution to help you feel and get that bed deep clean. So now when you get into the bed, it's really clean.
After Alexandra is here, we all often make this statement, you will never look at your bedroom the same way ever again.
And everybody in the studio always kind of, they come around, they watch the presentation, they're like, wow, I really need to get that, you know? And remember, it's the dust mites, it's their unhatched eggs, because they're constantly laying eggs, it's their fecal matter, because they're eating something, so then there's waste, okay? And then they die, so then their carcasses are there.
Yeah.
All of that is why you need your Raycop.
All right, remember, final quantities, fewer than 800, and this is the only airing of the day. I know you came in with this. Are you in with other goodies today?
I am going to share a wonderful laundry poll with you at 4 a.m.
Oh, nice. All
Yes.
right. Well, hey, don't hang up, guys. Remember, customer pick sells out every time it's here. Fewer than 800. Alexandra, thank you.
My pleasure.
Nice to have you
My
here.
pleasure.
Miss Tamara is coming up next, and if I can stay awake to going on day 5, I might actually go and see Mr. Mickey. In the meantime, here's Tamara.
Thank you so much, Shannon. That's right. I was kind of rolling up my sleeves because, you know, we are getting ready